In terms of culture, again, we're using STEM as a conduit to try to bridge some of those gaps, and culture is a very loaded term. Even our neighbors to the north, Canada, the team that we feature next, has a very different culture than us.
We are a team of 8, 1 mentor, 7 students.
Timothy,
Christopher,
Logan,
Phoenix,
Raphael,
Etienne,
Félix,
Francis. Well, I think First Global is going to be a really great chance for teams to meet each other and create connections. I also think it's really exciting that at a time when people are building walls, First Global is helping build bridges between countries and communities. So I'm very excited for First Global.
The relationship that we share with Canada is almost a sacred one here in the U.S. It dates back hundreds of years when the pioneers first explored westward, except now we're pioneering into the world of science and robotics as well. Very excited in terms of learning a little bit more about them and what they have to offer. So we too now continue that same sense of wonderful pioneering. And now as we get that video back up, we've got the Hydro and Aqua alliances set up. Canada's going to be competing with Ethiopia and Albania, getting to that early 1-0 lead right now. You can see the teams over on the sides on both ends of that arena patiently and eagerly trying to find out what their robots are going to be capable of in terms of boosting their alliance numbers over the course of this 2.5 minutes here.
And you can see some teams actually have very clever ways of sorting balls. As you saw team, I believe that's Guyana doing a second ago, they actually have a switch that the driver will see which ball it is and actually swap to hold them in 2 different containment storage units.
So for those of us who are not as adept or incisive in terms of understanding robotics, you mentioned that term switch. I'm sure that there's a lot that people like myself are going to be learning over the course of the next 2 days. What exactly does a switch do? How does it operate? What do you have to do?
Well, so there's 2 types of motors in robot that you'll see on these robots. You'll see DC motors and servo motors. DC motors you'll most likely see powering wheels or things that run continuously, while servo motors are designed to hold a position. So for example, for that switch, you'd see a servo motor that switches back and forth, sort of pushing a ball in one direction or the other from position A to position B.
So we had mentioned Team Guyana earlier on. If we can try to zoom in on them, they've got quite an assemblage of points that they have a potential, I guess, that are sitting in the back right now. Hopefully they can cash out on them. But Canada, the team we just featured, is on the bridge right now, about to unload a few points of their own, trying to get back that lead. As you see, both teams are starting to climb up in terms of the pointage, 26-27. It is a neck-and-neck game right now. Hopefully in the last 35 seconds, both teams can make a statement. We'll see if they can get out of the flood area and try to get those 20 points by getting onto that bar.
And as you can see right there, you have to have some communication between the teams as they were both waiting to get to their laboratory to drop off those contaminants. And now in the last 25 seconds, we are having robots starting to hang over on the Hydro Alliance, and other robots are trying to get those last minute points. We can see over there we have 2 robots in the air, 3 robots in the air. Team Aqua gets 60 points from 3 individual hangs across the board. And you can see them jumping for joy right back there as they all celebrate that great accomplishment.
And in terms of the point system that we have here, that team was the first to break the triple-digit barrier that we've got here with us today and in competition. So we've got 106 points for that Aqua Alliance. A great job. And Team Europe is one of the continental countries that we're going to feature.